How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to the series finale of The Walking Dead World Beyond. This episode is titled The Last Light. But yeah, last episode we had the death of Percy, which is pretty sad, but at the end of the day he didn't really do much for the story. His death was just to punish Iris, I guess. But at the same time, his death was kind of cheap. They killed him off screen and then he was dead. It's just like, what? But yeah, the reason he died was because of Mason. He ran away and now Mason's safe because Jadis saved him. Jadis now knows about Hook. Hook had to get out of there. And now she's with Dennis, who's still recovering from being shot. Elton and Silas went into the research facility to get medical supplies. Webb saw Silas and now Webb's been torn apart by some walkers. Elton and Silas were in the globe, the CGI globe, which was basically kind of like a symbolism thing. Like, oh yeah, no, there's still fun in the world, there's still hope a little bit, but Then we had end of the episode, right? Everyone's kind of back together, like Elton, Hope, Iris, and Silas. Yeah, Hook's found the chemicals because CRM moved them from the research facility and put them close to where Dennis's place is, conveniently. We've still got, Jadis. She's been ordered by General Beale to do something. We don't know what. I assume just to kill everyone. Still, there's Kubelik. There's, what's going on with Vic. I guess we're not going to learn about that probably in this episode. We might get something. We've got to get the scientists to safety. There's been a roadblock. Leo and that are stuck on the road. Felix has to go get them. Yeah, one episode. I mean, this is 57 minutes, but I don't know if that's like the full episode or is that includes like the insider stuff. Unless it could be 57 minutes. I'd be fine with that. Anyway, I mean that pretty much sums it up. Let's stop doodling around and get right into the fucking series finale.
I see you again, I'll kill you.
He's gonna die. Not Felix, but the guy that he just talked to.
Still got that C4?
Why would you use C4 on that though? Because if you use C4 on that, wouldn't that just spread it everywhere? I'd say use it on the research facility.
Can't tear him. Yeah.
Oh, they cut his hair to make him look like his season 1 version.
How can we walk through that door?
There's no going back.
One of them's gonna die this episode, maybe multiple of them. I'm telling you, maybe Iris or Hope. One of the sisters are dead.
Avoidance is key.
A CGI head exploding. Wow. Look at that transition, how they've changed. Jesus fucking Christ. See, it interacted with the environment. It didn't do that last episode. It went down a fucking hatch.
He was lost. And then he found you.
Yeah, the only progression he had in terms of his story was finding Iris. Because he was such a pointless character. But, he was still somewhat likeable.
Choppers from the CR will be at the call facility in 4 hours to airlift the gas to Portland. I intend to have all this wrapped up by then.
Sure. If the CRM come here, they're both dead.
And made his own happily ever after. We could still have a life.
A life looking behind your back. I think Dennis is dying. Maybe Hook could die. I mean, they wouldn't shoot Dennis and then keep him alive just for him to die anyway, would they? Leo. Oh. You've got the red shirts. Them other 2 guys are dead as fuck, dude. Oh, great. Here we go. This guy's gonna die.
Can't win this.
That's risky, though.
Good work.
What else can we do?
But you've got to get out of there. If the shit in it's gonna spread, right?
What about you?
Oh, she's gonna sacrifice herself?
The people inside the CR don't know what the military's been doing outside their walls.
That's risky, though.
I'm proud of you.
She's dead. When you say shit like that, come on, it's like last episode with Percy.
You coming?
You gonna stay with Dennis?
You need somebody to help get you there.
Ready my helicopter now.
Oh.
Maybe we're as discreet as possible with the move.
I said, ready my helicopter.
Okay, now she knows.
Found each other twice before, alright? We will again.
I'm telling you, there's too much that needs to happen. Shit's gonna go bad.
It won't be long before Huck has those charges set.
Why does he look dead? Fucking Dennis is just like... Alright, how many bullets do they have in them pistols? Come on. Well...
You're an asshole. Don't take the bait.
Don't. Felix better not fucking get shot, dude. I'm telling you, I knew this guy was going to die. Like, it's going to be a one-on-one fight between them both. Yeah, just throw the gun to the side and not use it as, like, a melee weapon, but whatever. He's going to be out of ammo, right? Or he's going to be a bit cocky with it and fight him one-on-one. How many bullets does he have in that fucking pistol? Oh, fucking course, dude. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, break his fucking neck, yeah. You're helping them win? Why would he turn his back to him?
You and me.
Very cheesy. Cartoony fucking bad guy.
You're gonna disappoint me like everyone else in your life? Like your boyfriend who came here to get away from you. Have fun!
He pulled an Andrea, that's what Andrea did.
CRM could be here any minute.
She has to sacrifice herself. That knife didn't reach. Fuck off. Wait, did he come back? What? Why? Oh, he goes after him as he's exhausted. I mean, Felix is gonna win. Ooh! It's like fucking Oberon in the mountain. Decent choreography. Not bad. Fucking dumbass. Yeah, let's run back to what? Oh! That was CGI guts, dude. What was that? That's CG. Oh, I predicted he'd die. Them helmets are so dumb. Them helmets are so stupid. They can't see. You know, the funny thing is, though, they don't use a CGI helicopter. That helicopter's legit there. Yeah, so she sees that. There it is. I don't think Jadis will die here. The only person who can kill Jadis either has to be Vic or Kulik. Hook's dead, dude.
Let's see what you can do.
Ah, fair fight.
You traded someone to get into the CR, right?
Right!
People are a resource.
Don't fucking bring Negan into this. No, what are you doing?
But I said that he was a beast so he wouldn't end up in your mother's lap.
She said he was a B, so that... So A means he'd be putting in an experiment. So what does B mean then? Like civilian, maybe? She mentioned Vic.
Your observe and report mission in Omaha, we knew precisely where to hit. All thanks to you.
She's gonna be a cheeky shit and she's got a knife on her. Fuck you, Jadis. That's some
It didn't have to be this way.
disgusting shit. Oh, she's dead. Yeah. That might have hit the heart.
She likes to say it's the watch that brought her and me back together.
Jadis' face about.
How much time do I have?
Ah.
Move faster.
Just run, you don't have to kill every walker, just run past them. Felix and that is gonna kill them, right? Endeavours people. I mean, you didn't exactly get clear, you just ducked. You could have moved into the tree line a little bit. Bye, Hook. Fuck. As if that scared me. Like, I knew it was coming and it scared me. God damn it, dude. Dennis. Oh, what? Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off.
I can get you to the Civic Republic.
Kid, I'm not gonna make it.
Dennis is dead too. What the fuck?
This is our chance. I'm not just gonna give up.
Fuck, dude. Not Dennis. I like Dennis.
You wanted a second chance. This is it.
You deserve to have a life. That's why it has to go this way. You're not one of them.
Okay, Dennis.
Do it.
Fuck. Sacrificed himself to save Silas. But I guess at the same time he just wanted to be with Hook, right? I knew it wouldn't be a happy ending. But I guess they took care of the chemicals, right? Chopped off his arm. 2 characters in a row that have lost their arm from getting bitten. You know what I mean.
They're talking about heading to Portland.
So you want to go with them?
You go. I'd come back. With reinforcements.
It seems like a lot of setup for another season, but I don't know. Iris goes to Portland, Silas becomes a part of CRM, it looks
Appreciate
like.
you
Yeah.
coming in, Silas.
He was trying to force me into something I didn't want to be a part of.
Dennis put you up to it, didn't he? Try and save you.
What skyline is that? Is that Philadelphia?
Take you on as my own special project. Would you like that, Silas?
I believe in the CRM.
It's cool, right?
Just Just got back to the city. It's been days of debriefing.
Well, it's just called the sea.
It just isn't possible.
Oh. What the fuck is she gonna do? Jadis believes in it too much.
What if it never was, Jadis?
I saw the strongest person I've ever met become entirely vulnerable.
Talking about Elizabeth?
Hereby remanded to the Health and Welfare Complex.
What the hell for?
If anyone should have seen it, it should have been you.
She made you!
Everything that happened because of you.
I guess. But it's also escalated because of Jadis.
I brought you in for a security audit.
Do you honestly believe that people won't see through what you're doing?
Huh?
Are you gonna kill her?
Who do you think signed your arrest warrant? I have one, Elizabeth.
I wonder if she's gonna team up with Vic. Isn't that where Vic is, the health and welfare place? I assume so. Oh, Indira and Leo are gonna... He's awake.
Hey, what is it? Sultan, he's awake.
Okay. Oh, all that goodbye just for Iris to come back. That's that fucking school episode.
What I know for in ways I never could have expected.
Ugh, he's become a generic soldier, dude. I guess it's like a bittersweet ending. I mean, it's not exactly happy, because the CRM's still out there. What is that?
And
Is that
whether we
Portland?
make a small mark on this world.
He doesn't have like a cool, like, metal arm or anything? Fucking Jesus! What? Did they make it to Poland at the end there? Fuck off! Why is it so bright? I've heard there's an after credit scene, so... What is this? Vic? Nah, it won't be Vic. What? A hard drive? What language is that? Is that French?
As I see it, is that the samples we have simply are fresh.
Jenna! What the fuck? Is this new footage?
Ohio. Les États-Unis.
Commonwealth! Commonwealth!
Vous avez commencé tout ça.
You started this. All the teams. What, France started the apocalypse? What the fuck? What? Wait. Was that Superwalker? She got up fast. She started fucking... What did Jenna say? As if they brought Jenna back. That's so fucking cool, dude. She turned fast. That was what, like 30 seconds? They tied it into season 1 on the main show, because didn't like Jenna say like the last contact he had was with the French? I mean, that was a crazy episode. A lot happened. But it's like, I don't know, is it like a bittersweet ending, or is it, I don't know, because I mean, it wasn't a happy ending. I mean, I guess kind of bittersweet. We had some characters' fates be decent, but, you know, I guess for Silas it's a pretty sad ending. I mean, it does kind of suck there wasn't Vic. Vic didn't appear in the episode, so that does kind of suck. Let me go back to the scene with Jadis where she talks about, like, Vic. Is CRM, like, the city, is that in Philadelphia? I can't tell. I mean, I'm obviously not from the US, so I don't know what a skyline would look like. Or the city high-rise or whatever. So she had an A, which would have been Gabriel, right? Then she said that Vic was a B. She saved Vic's life then. We still don't know what the A and B thing means. I don't know, I need more. Hopefully they announce something when the episode actually airs. Because I need more. I really do. What the fuck is that France shit, dude? What does that mean? Jadis has changed. Now, to be fair though, it has been like 6 years. So there's a bit of a huge time skip there. So obviously there's... Like, she probably wasn't always like that. But she's definitely changed throughout the show. So A means you get put in a lab, while a B... Well, we don't know what the B means though. I guess you get put in... I guess you become a part of the... thingy? What was Heath then? Was Heath an A or a B? If he was an A, he's in the labs, or he's dead, maybe. Yeah, there's definitely more story to tell, I think, with the characters. It's just a question of if they'll do it. I don't know, dude. Dennis's death was fucking sad. I like Dennis. Dennis was a cool character. But yeah, I mean, I was kind of hoping for like maybe one of the sisters to die, mainly Iris. I'm not a huge fan of Iris as a character. I think she's pretty bland. Elton's lost his arm. It's kind of weird. Spoiler alert for Fear the Walking Dead, but Alicia has lost her arm, and it's the same hand too. It's the left hand. Didn't Merle also lose his left hand? No, it was a Vite, wasn't it? It was a Vite. Yeah, it was a Vite. Aaron's lost his left hand, but the fact that there's running zombies or walkers, whatever. I mean, they're not walkers now, are they? They're runners, sprinters. Is Commonwealth in Ohio? No, not the fucking like Walking Dead TV series. It says it's in West Virginia. It's located in Charleston, West Virginia. Is it? I thought it was Ohio. Why would they change it? I guess because of the CRM shit? Or the France thing? I don't think Commonwealth is in West Virginia. Because they met them at the train station, right? But how far did they travel in that car? You know what I'm saying? Because there was a little bit of a time jump, right? They put the bag over their head and then they were in the cart for a little bit. Because they met at the Charleston West... How far is that? I don't know. It's pretty close. Maybe like 4 hours on the cart? Potentially? I mean, that's not that far. I mean, they only have to go a little bit further to get into Ohio. I mean, the group made it from Atlanta to Washington. It took them a bit, but I mean, they made it. I mean, Ohio's literally like right next to West Virginia. So it's doable. I mean, where did they meet in the comics? Hang on. Ohio. Commonwealth 1. Wait, what? The Commonwealth is a network of communities who first appeared. Commonwealth, 50,000 people. Eugene, I take it to the Commonwealth by Lance. It's Lines We Cross, right? Volume 29. Carl is more. Yeah, whatever. Huh. What? I don't know. Maybe they changed it up then. From the comics. I thought it was in Ohio. Why would they change it up? Are they gonna tie in like the CRM shit with Commonwealth? I don't know. I feel like Hook's ending is pretty satisfying. It is interesting that Kubelik has been arrested. I mean, it makes sense. Like the health and welfare facility. Is that what it was? I wonder where that's... Is that where Vic is? It just sucks that we haven't got any info on Vic. Maybe now we can get some Vic movie news. There's been some talks that they might be filming soon. I feel like the most interesting part was just the after credit scene. Like, everyone's kind of split up now. Like, Hope's on her own. Iris is with, like, you know, Elton and Asher. Did they make... Was that Portland at the end there? I'm just curious as to why they did the French shit, like, right at the end. I wish the French stuff was kind of like the main plot. Like, I think that would have been more interesting. Like, doing other locations would be better. Damn, dude. Like, is it going to tie into the main show? I hope. Like, it would kind of suck if they, like, get the walkers more, like, threatening and scary. Again, and that's the next threat. Just as the main show's ending. Like, it would be cool if the main show, like, showed that off. But maybe the Vic movies might elaborate on it more, because their movies are going to have a bigger budget than the main show, right? Or, like, the show itself. Because the show's spread out across, like, 16 episodes. Like, one movie is 2.5 hours, 2 hours, depending on, like, what kind of movie it is. Could be interesting. Dude, why have they got to end the main show? This would be so cool to do in the main show. Imagine seeing them go against walkers that are fucking, like, jumping over the walls and shit. It'd be insane. Which is fucking frustrating though, because didn't they do that in season 1? Didn't like Frank Darabont start doing that in season 1? Like he had the walkers like touching the doors, picking up the teddy bears, and like I think some of the walkers even climbed over some of the fences and shit, and they were kind of like looked like jogging a little bit, right? But after that, they just became like standard like dumb zombies where they just like go like this. Because realistically, walkers would run. Realistically. Like, if zombies were a thing, they'd run. There's a lot of interpretations of zombies that run. Because they would. You've still got the motor function skills to, like, fucking sprint, you know? But I guess it's because they're dead and decomposing, but clearly that's not true. If she fucking woke up, she was like... you know what I mean? And she went right after him. Usually walkers go for, like, the sound, but she went after the person that killed her. So maybe, I don't know, what could it be then? Like, does that mean they actually turn, or is it like when they die, they come back, but then they turn back to normal again? Like it's like an aggression phase after they've been killed? So there's variants of walkers. So that means they're special infected then. Also, you had that weird one at the end there with like Hope was looking at it. It was kind of glowing. Like there's something happening there. Which would make sense. I mean, we're 10 years in. They're going to start evolving and changing. It's just how it works. Maybe this could be an explanation as to why they're like still roaming around, right? Because realistically, like the walkers back at the beginning would be gone now because they'd be decomposed. Like most walkers would be decomposed after about a year or so. Maybe even less than that. Maybe the virus itself slows down the decomposing stage. Dude, that's piqued my interest. Like, I mean, the whole episode was, I think, probably the best episode of World Beyond, which is annoying as fuck as soon as it ends. But, you know, I mean, it was better than fair. I'll say that. It's just... It feels like what I said last episode. It doesn't feel like everything's going to be wrapped up. Like, they're definitely building towards something else now. Whether it's going to be like a CRM spin-off or the movies. Like, I don't think... Like, dude, maybe this could be explained in the Tales of the Walking Dead. Maybe that's why they're doing that next year. Maybe. Like, because Tales of the Walking Dead's replacing the main show, so maybe we'll see, like, the French dealing with the outbreak at first. Maybe that was a tie-in to that. I hope not, though. I hope it does come, like, into effect in the main show and, like, the CRM start dealing with the fast walkers. But I don't know how they'd get to US, though, because it was clearly in France. But that's the first time we've ever seen somewhere out of America in the Walking Dead universe. I guess you could apply the comic, like the Alien comic, right, which has Spain, but that's the first time we've seen anywhere outside the US. Like, in season 1 of the main show, like, Jenna mentioned that, you know, the France were the last ones that he was in contact with. Like, they were the last ones to go dark, or they were still working. You know, he last heard of them first. Like, Jenna did say in season 1 of the main show that the last people he had contact with were the French. They were close, apparently. So whatever happened there, maybe we'll see an explanation. It's just strange that they'd go back to the CDC shit after what Kirkman said. Like, Kirkman wasn't a huge fan of the CDC thing, but at the end of the day, I wasn't a fan of the comic ending, because it was just shit. It was okay, but it was just, ugh. It's fucking insane that Jenna came back. That was new scenes, wasn't it? Or was that just scenes they filmed back then, and they just didn't use for the show? Because, what is his name? Noah Emmerich? Is that his name? Has he aged? Like, how well's he aged? I mean, to be fair, he still looks very similar. He definitely came back for this. Because he looks older. Like, the fact that this wasn't even connected to anything in World Beyond is just the part that's confusing me. Like, what did this have to do with World Beyond? Like, it's not connected to anything, or the CRM. It's a completely different element. I just feel like it's a tease to Tales of the Walking Dead. Like, maybe that'll be the first episode about the France shit. And then we'll see, like, maybe the walkers will get into America. But I don't... To be fair, we don't know how long into the apocalypse the France scene was. Like, was it 10 years in, or was it a couple of years in? You know, we don't know. We don't know. It's interesting that, like, there was a couple of references in this episode to, like, other locations, but it's just weird how, like, World Beyond never had, like, a reference to, like, the Texas nuke. Didn't Dennis say something? He said something about a friend, right? Like, in a cabin. Honestly, I feel like Hook had a nice ending. And I liked her, like, death scene. It does suck that she's gone, but I think she had a good ending. Her character had a nice end, I feel like. He went out of one of these videos and never came back. It's not Isabel then. I thought it was going to be Isabel. There's no way it'd be Vic. They'd probably, like, go on a manhunt for him. It wouldn't be Vic. They wouldn't... Maybe. I don't know. I doubt it. Yeah, I mean, good series finale. It just has an issue with not resolving everything and definitely leaving some stuff for a spin-off or something like that. Yeah, if season 1 wasn't the way it was, it might have been a much better finale, and if season 2 was better paced, more shit could have happened and it would have felt like a proper wrap-up. We'll have to see what they do with the future of the Walking Dead universe and see if anything else in this is going to tie in with the main show or Tales or, you know, the movies. More likely the movies. But we'll have to see. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.